Street gospel, light of the temple. Sword swing, killer live from the ghetto. The hood messenger, let them know hell's close. Blackberry on the devil in a black cloak.
Yo, what is up? Welcome to the Street Gospel Podcast. I'm your host, Dave One, and this is episode number... Yo, Melissa, what episode is this?
85 and a half.
85 and a half. So this is a unique show today. First of all, Melissa's on the board again. So Camo had a hot date tonight, and so he had to head on out. But we made it 85 and a half. We normally don't record on Fridays, but we had a special guest come through today, and we had to make an exception. So we already had recorded episode number 86. So we didn't want to. We call this a bonus episode, a special. I guess it could be a special episode, but then I thought 85.5 for the Threepeat. And we got a good guest today. But before we get to our guests, a couple things here. We want to thank everybody for following us, for subscribing on YouTube. We want to thank everybody that checked out our last podcast with Isaac Pedroza. Definitely a good podcast there. Got a lot of good feedback on that one. So we want to give you guys props out there. Thank you. And you can always support us by sharing it, subscribing, even on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, you can go on there and you can just be a monthly subscriber to the podcast. And it could be $1, it could be $5, $10, whatever you want to do to help out. That'd be great. But getting to our guests today, we got to play a little bit of hip hop today. He probably doesn't really listen to that much hip hop, but I thought, you know what? Why not? So this guy right here, this is what we call the Threepeat today. And if you're a follower of the show, you know there's only been a couple of repeats. But today is the Threepeat. He is, let's just say he's a new believer. Okay? He's come a long way in 3 episodes, man. He is a dog lover. He brought his dog Buddy. He's roaming around here. You might hear him a little bit. So that was good. Melissa loves dogs. He is not only a taco connoisseur, but now he's turning into, we'll talk a little bit about that, bigger and brighter things, right? He is no longer a SoCal native. He is a Vegas native. And we're going to talk about that and how it's changed him a little bit. I think he walks the streets late at night and does he does dance routines on the strip for money. You know what I mean? But you probably know who I'm talking about already. I want to welcome to the show for the 3rd time, the Threepeat, the one, the only Taco God.
Let's keep it professional. I'm glad to be back, brother. Feel this podcast feels like home.
I know.
Threepeat, first off, the first time you ever had a guest on twice, like you said, was
you.
Me.
Yes.
And then I should maybe just be part of the show is what I'm thinking. I'm waiting for my contract to get sent over to my attorney's player. That way I could just be here with you full time. No. I mean, think I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. You know?
Ever since you moved to Vegas, though, man, it seemed like you've been blowing up. I saw you last week at the Super Bowl, kind of hanging out with Dana White, all these fighters. I mean, it was like everybody wanted to be with Taco God last week.
The Super Bowl is a touchy subject right now. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about
it's fine.
Things. I'm not going to say it. I'll just... it's fine.
I congratulated you.
Thank you.
Of course, he's a Chiefs fan. If you guys watch the show, if you follow Taco God, you know he's a Chiefs fan.
Not a new Chiefs fan either.
You're a long time Chiefs fan.
I'm certified. That's for sure when it comes to the Chiefs.
I wasn't one of those salty Raider fans.
No, you weren't.
I gave you props. You didn't respond. I guess you were having a great time after the celebration.
Well, I didn't get home till 4 a.m. I was celebrating my victory. First, I went to Javier's, had my celebratory nachos with some tequila. Things got weird. Then I had a really good time. That's a natural high.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season. You want your team to win. I mean, you guys have won a lot the last few years.
But it was a terrible season. Regular season, we didn't look good. I didn't think there was any chance. that we
there
would win the
was a
Super
good
Bowl.
stretch there where it looked bad, especially when we beat you guys up a little bit.
Yeah, you guys beat us on Christmas. I had to hear all about that.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
Thank you.
Well, 50% of Raider fans like get it, and then the other 50 have no clue, and they just I don't know. I mean, your team could be like 0-17, and it's just like Raiders. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's just
okay. There is different types of Raiders fans.
What about you guys haven't won a game, and I don't know, but it's. I like Raider fans. That's the funny thing. Like, I openly admit that Raider fans, I dig them, man. There's no bigger fan base that supports their team.
Okay,
when they're not doing good.
I'm glad you represent that. I mean,
than the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders, right? I mean, it doesn't sound that great. I'll admit that.
Those fans out there are weak.
Oh yeah,
I don't even count them.
Okay, so we'll never excel in Vegas. Because this is the reason why. It's not because there's not people that don't like us there. It's because people now have a place to go for 3 days, right? Yeah. So if you're going to go to an away game for your team,
yep,
and they're playing the Raiders, you're like,
Viva Las Vegas.
Let's make a 3-day weekend.
Yep.
Right?
So it's half and half. Yeah. They had to know that. Ownership knew that. There's no way. That's a great travel destination to go and see your team play.
And then when we're not winning. So I'll be honest. Look, I'm a diehard Raider fan, but do I want to spend $500 for tickets only? Right? About that?
Yeah, for nosebleeds.
Okay, and then gas. So I'm not flying. So I'm gonna drive out there. Gas. Then I got to stay out there like 2 nights because you can't just stay one and come home. Maybe you could, but it's probably a little bit too much. So you're looking at about $1,000 to go to a game. And if it's 0-3,
yeah, and don't forget about all the money Melissa's gonna lose on the roulette wheel, bro. She's
she likes the $5 black.
She's $5. She's like a card shark or something.
No, she's slots. She's slots.
Oh no, yeah, the 1-armed bandit they call him.
I mean, she should go through. If we go to Vegas, it's slots for her.
Those are fun.
I mean,
and you could win. I mean, but
it goes fast.
I look at Vegas really different from when I lived here and I would visit and I would come in there with cash, and it really didn't mean I was on vacation.
Right.
Once you live there, you see like the destruction.
It's bad, huh?
I saw a guy lose $500,000 in 10 minutes. I was sitting next to him after the Super Bowl, and I'm like, dude, I was hoping one of his little $25,000 chips would just accidentally bounce off the table and land in my lap.
Right.
But I just watched him lose all this money, and he was just, it was just this. And every time, so in Vegas, like when I go to eat, or the other night I went to go see Bob Marley, right? I went to go see One Love.
Good movie. We saw it.
Great movie.
I thought it was great.
I got emotional during that movie.
It was good.
Yeah. But I got to go through a casino to get to the movie theater. And I see all these people just throwing, and I just look around and I just go, oh, man, you guys are, no one's happy, or they're miserable.
Yeah, dude. It's not even fun. It's not fun. We go there now. We go people watch, or we go to a nice restaurant, or we go, there's a couple casinos that we like to go look at stuff, and it's cool, but, it's gotten a little run down.
It depends on where you go. I like that new Durango casino. Shout out Durango Casino.
I haven't been there.
I mean, they got all the food.
Downtown's run down though.
It's really bright. It's bright and open. I don't like the dark, dingy, old school. Like I get this place is new. It's cool. I go there to watch the UFC fights at the George, but there's the rundown older stuff, and then there's the brand new stuff that's
sketchy.
Yeah.
I took Melissa during the pandemic. We stayed at Bellagio.
Yep.
Right? Super cheap.
Yeah.
She got the fountain view. Yeah, I'm like balling, right? It was like $225. Nobody was there. Nobody was traveling. Nobody was doing anything, right? They made you wear a mask at the pool. In the pool.
Outside.
Oh, you need your mask, sir. I'm like, so anyways, we had a great time. It was a great room, right? It's all the fountains. So now, there's once you go to the Bellagio, there's no coming back. So I'm stuck.
Yeah.
So now the last time we went, it was like $5 to stay there, and and I couldn't afford the Fountain View, and then finally I got a room with the Fountain View again, and we're not staying at the Imperial Palace no more, dude. You know what I mean? They don't even have that no more. We're not staying at the Jockey Club. You know, we have to stay at the Bellagio now.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I know, you know, Bellagio's nice. It's old, but it's still got kind of like that garden's cool, and they got, I don't know, that breakfast spot.
It smells good in there.
Yeah.
It still has a good vibe. It is pretty old now.
You probably like Vidara, bro. They don't have a casino in it.
Yeah, what's that? There's a hot chicken place in there we go to all the time.
Houston's Hot Chicken, maybe?
One of those spots. No,
Yeah.
it's like Aunt somebody, or it's like
Those chicken spots popping up everywhere, bro. There's like a new chicken, hot chicken, Dave's hot chicken this, hot chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken's fire, dude.
I like Houston's the most.
You have to do a review on that.
Yeah. Oh, Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah. Dave's Hot
give me a
Chicken's
ring.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
I only could eat that like maybe once.
So you liked One Love? You guys saw One Love?
Yeah. I mean, so we don't pay attention to the reviews because the reviews are weird, right? So there was a lot of mixed reviews. I go, well, we're gonna go see what happens. I think people thought that One Love was like gonna be like a biopic, like Ray, right? I think they thought it was gonna start from when he was born, and then through his childhood.
Oh yeah, they jumped right into it, huh?
But they jumped right into when he started making a impact when he made it.
Yeah.
And then they did jump back to.
He went back, yeah.
A couple of scenes, right, to when he was younger. But I thought it was cool. I thought the layout was cool.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go get popcorn. Sometimes I just want popcorn and a Coke.
Who do you go to the movies with?
I went alone.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Just chill.
there's nothing better in I would go to the movies with my girlfriend, but alone is incredible.
Where do you sit when you go
All
along?
the way in the back.
In the
of
middle?
course. No.
Okay.
All the way in the back. The
the corner?
farthest one right in the middle, like
Yeah.
underneath the
right underneath the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the movie theaters there were really nice. I went to South Point. That's the first casino.
I've been there.
Yeah. They had walls in front of every row of
That's cool.
seats. So I couldn't see anybody's head, and they couldn't see me. I was just like private. Like,
Oh, I've never been to movies there. I stood at that hotel before. We stood there before. It's nice.
yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, it was cool. I mean, we go to the movies, and when you could buy your tickets online. So we go to the AMC, and there's two seats. So I usually buy because there's two on the little thing on the app, right? I'll buy one over here and one over here, and then she scoots over, so then nobody's gonna buy these ones, right?
That's tricky.
That's
I never thought
that's
of
a G
that.
move right there, dude. Right? So
You box somebody in, so they're like, I don't want that. Imagine if somebody grabbed that though and was like, "This is my seat."
Okay, so the last couple of times, this is what happened. We go, and I think we saw Boys in the Boat or whatever. It was a rowing movie about these dudes, right?
That sounds really exciting.
It was a pretty good movie. So we go, and so I didn't do it this time. I thought, it's a small movie. Nobody's, So I get my two corner seats because she likes to sit in the corner. So we sit in the corner, and these two dudes, two chubby veterano dudes, are sitting there with their beer right next to us, right next to her. They come and sit down. Those were their seats. And I'm thinking, first off,
man.
Why are they here to see this movie together? It's not like an action flick or some fighting movie. No, this is a cool, inspirational, go get them type
Maybe
movie.
they just wanted popcorn and Coke, Blair.
No, they were drinking beer.
Oh, that's right.
So
they wanted beer.
Okay, but really, I mean, Dave and Buster's is right there. Big Al's. Go to, why? I don't know, dude. Why would you just come and sit down? And then he got up 3 times during the movie. And they're big.
He's probably breathing heavy.
Yes. So, yes, huh?
Probably.
So she's mad at me. She's like, they go to the restaurant. I go, well, they're not coming back. Because I figured they probably didn't like this movie. They thought it was something else. They come back with 2 more beers. And during when they were gone, she's like, that dude's breathing so heavy.
Was he right next to your wife?
Yes.
Man.
There was a little gap.
Okay,
But
not
I'm
a chair.
I'm talking inches,
but not a chair.
not a whole chair. No.
Okay, so was there room on the other side for those fools to sit down?
scoot over like 3 seats.
Oh man, that's disrespect right there.
That's what I thought.
I hate that.
So
I had a lady. I was there with my friend Barry. We went. I used to work with this guy Barry, and we went to the movies during lunch, and we snuck in hamburgers from somewhere, No Woods, and the whole place was empty. And this lady came up. You know how you sit, like when you go with your homie.
yeah,
You don't sit right next to each
No.
other. You leave
space it out a little bit.
Yeah, of course. It is
you got,
weird, right?
Yeah, player. You gotta space it out.
So
a
you
little
leave that. You have that space.
bit. Right.
This lady came all the way up the. I mean, there was every seat was available and sat right next to me on the other side.
What the heck?
We're just like, why?
There's people like that. It's
What-
weird.
What are you doing this for?
It's weird.
So I moved.
yeah.
I don't want to share an armrest.
No. It's just it's just weird, dude. I don't know. We you know what's funny about the movies? The AMC app, right? We go to AMC all the time, and it shows you how many all the movies you saw. So at the end of last year, I looked. We went to guess how many times we went to the movies?
5 times.
No,
10?
no,
20?
22 times.
Oh, that's a lot.
Player,
That's twice a month.
yeah. I'm just gonna get the subscription. There's a subscription you pay like $20 a month each, right?
Yeah,
and
you
you can
need
see up to 3. See, but this is not. It's
You're gonna get the VIP package if you're going 22 times a year, player.
I know. I was like, what?
Like, you should have like a benefits card in there.
They do.
Yeah.
I got the A-list, and you go up there and you have your own line for popcorn. They give you like discounts. You earn points. You get money.
Ooh,
off.
your own line for popcorn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you skip right by
Yeah,
the
man.
other 3 people.
Then you don't have to come back for refills. You say, I want the refill right now, and they give you the refill right now. So you got two buckets of popcorn.
Incredible.
Yeah, player. You got to get yourself a lady so you can start doing stuff like that, bro.
I
You
know.
don't have to
Tell
go by
me
yourself.
about it. Gosh.
You know?
What's wrong with all these women?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what's wrong with them, bro.
I don't know either, man.
It might be tricky for you, though, if you get a woman.
When you move to Las Vegas,
No.
first off,
Maybe Henderson, but not Vegas.
when you move to Vegas, the thing I didn't think about ahead of time was like friends. I've never moved anywhere, so it never occurred to me that I would have to go out
And make for new friends.
make new friends. And so,
They make you new friends when you're older. Not saying you're older.
whoa, Joe.
Okay, wait. When you're my age, let's say that.
Podcast over.
You gonna pull a Dana
I'm
White?
gonna walk out. Yeah, I've done enough podcasts.
I know he got mad the other day. I saw that with what's his face.
I feel like that might have been scripted or something to go
no.
viral. Seemed weird. Like
Yeah, I
in
seen
the
him
middle of
walk
a
out.
podcast, you just walk out.
But anyway, it's not easy to make new friends as you get older,
No,
right?
and I have a platform to do it. It's even easier for me. I just have to kind of like try a little bit,
Yeah.
and I can. But I have a tough time trying a little bit. So I have friends though. It's pretty limited, but I like my friends that I do.
Oh,
have in
really?
Vegas. Yeah, I mean, but it's going good. It's getting better.
You've been out there how long now?
A year.
A year. That was pretty quick.
A year went by fast.
And you like it now.
I'm not gonna live in Sin City forever.
No.
That's not my. No, it's got a really good parks and recreation. I love taking my dog on hikes. The Lake Mead's right there. I like to get the exercise and get outdoors. It's so cold right now. That's really tough to do in the winter months. It's freezing, dude. It's really, really cold. It's I don't know what the difference is, but it's freezing. And then there's 3 months out of the year it's just way too hot. You don't even want to go outside. It's
Right.
just you hit the door and you're just like, oh, close it, go back in the house, But I there's things about it I like, and there's things about it that I just can't stand. You know what I mean? It's just Las Vegas. I
Right.
just feel like it's dirty.
What do you mean you don't like to hang out at Circus Circus? You know what I mean?
Circus is low budget. They got bed bugs, I think.
Oh, what about the Rio? You seem like a Rio type guy.
Rio's got bed bugs too, I heard. I heard they're remodeling the Rio, which might work.
Rio used to be like the spot back in the day,
it was
right?
like the fun party.
Yeah. Even the other one. What was the Maloof's one?
Palms.
The Palms.
Yeah.
I never been to the Palms.
Back in the day, Ghost Bar, and they had a club there, and they had the pool out there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just MGM, Bellagio.
I'm just
that corner right there.
I'm Aria.
Aria's nice. It's nice. The Aria's nice. I would stay in the Aria. You what is it? The Aria, you can see the fountains from there, right? The Bellagio. Or
Some of the rooms, I think you can.
One of them you can see from right there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, right.
If you're on that side, but once you've seen one fountain, you've seen them all.
I know.
The trick is to go to that. I think it's called Prime, the steakhouse right there where you can watch the fountains.
In there, yeah.
Where you eat outside,
That's
like in
cool.
a little, yeah,
It's a little pricey.
super pricey.
A little pricey.
It's easy $500,
Yeah.
but pay to play in Las Vegas.
If you go by yourself, it's cheaper.
I don't. I said I go to the movies by myself. Like I don't go to like 5-star dinners by myself.
So how would the reviews
Get dressed up.
suited and booted? I want to see you suited and booted with a button up.
It's not that bad yet. I mean, a couple more months, you never know. This could be a reality.
Maitre D at Prime.
Oh my God. But things are going well, man. I'm starting to do, I'm dipping into some different foods and stuff. I'm not just doing tacos anymore. Another thing I didn't really expect was that, like, Vegas has tacos, but I'm really spoiled by LA
Of course.
and San Diego and even Orange County.
It's a step down.
It's tough to find.
Couple steps down, right?
I'm running out of options out there, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same.
So now I'm like, oh, you got Chinese food you want me to try? Let's go. Hiya!
Okay, so
Sizzle. Let's keep it. I'm out there doing hibachi.
okay.
I did a hibachi with this kid, Vanilla Rice, the other day.
Vanilla Rice?
Yeah, he calls himself, he's a vibe, bro. He calls himself Vanilla Rice, the white kid. He opened up, he started with a truck doing hibachi. Then he's got a brick and mortar now. Now he's got a restaurant.
that's dope.
He's opening on Fremont. Yeah, man. And I'm like, okay. And then China Mama invited me out, which is they're like the best Chinese food in Las Vegas. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, man. I should have been doing this sooner. I should be trying different foods.
Yeah. What do you say to the people that said, well, what makes you an expert?
Oh, I'm not certified. I'm taco certified. There's no denying that.
Right.
But I am not an expert on any of that stuff. So I don't know if it's going to be the same rating system or I'm just going to say, you know what, this is really good. Come check it out. You know, I don't know. I go back and forth on it.
Yeah. I mean, everybody listens to somebody, right? They always say, oh, that spot's dope. Try it out. And you try it out. If you like it, you like it. If it's whack, it's whack. Sometimes you can tell. You know what I mean? So I think if you try different places, you give your reviews, people start going to 1, 2, 3 different places that you reviewed, and they're like, yeah, this is legit. It tastes good. I think then you get that credibility going.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
I'm just like, it's Kobe year. It's 2024. We got to switch it up.
Well, it's about time, dude.
We got to.
Are you changing from your jersey number 8 to 24? You know what I mean? Do that little switch like Kobe. You're shaving the fro. You're going with a short haircut.
You know, I don't know.
Going from Adidas to Nike. All the changes right there from 8 to 24.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a good year. This is a tough year. A lot of people are going through it right now. You know, it's been a rough year, 2023, for a lot of people, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you talk to your friends and your family, some people aren't doing, a lot of people won't tell you they're not doing as great.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just constantly thinking of ways to just like turn things around and switch it up and, move. You know, I think I got really complacent in 2023. And I moved to Las Vegas. I didn't really have any friends. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where to go eat. I'm lost a little bit, right? But things are, you know, I started going to church, obviously. We've talked about that. I started going to church.
About time.
Yeah. I just kind of had some like epiphanies, and I was like, you know, we can get into it right now. So I just started thinking like, man, for all these years I've been denying God, like, just like, oh, it doesn't make any sense, you know, trying to, like, over the course of my lifetime, I'm like that guy that's like too cool for everything, right? Like, nah, like, you know, like, no, that can't be real. Like, no, like everything is just, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so recently, like a few months back, I was just thinking like, all these people praying for thousands of years, and I'm over here too cool. Like,
wow.
Like, I'm too cool for that, and that doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't resonate with me. So, I grew up in Christian schools, and so I would just, and I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, really, bro? Like, figure it out. Like, start. So I went to church with my mom. My mom likes to go to church on like Mother's Day, you know, or whatever. So I went to church with her. And then you really, like, you know, this podcast just kind of made me think, like, you know, I think Dave's onto something, because I respect you, bro, you know, and I respect what you do. And I started thinking, like, I need to go to church. So I think I asked you, you know, like, is there a church out here or something? And you told me about Church LV.
Yeah.
And so one day I just like pulled the trigger, and then I've been back every Sunday for probably like 3 months. I might have missed one or two. The Super Bowl I didn't go. You know, obviously, I think God understands. Obviously, like, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, like, right?
Come on, Lord.
Like, he's good.
That's
right?
my squad.
You told me. I mean, I hope we're good. But so then I just started, you know, and every time I would go to church, I love this church. Shout out Church LV. It's in West Henderson. It's not. Benny Lopez is at the big church. I go to the little one that's just starting out, you know.
Oh, good.
Over there, and it's one of the reasons I love it the most is it's in a junior high gymnasium, and there's only maybe 100 people there right now. Like, it's ground level, so I feel like I've been to those mega churches and stuff before.
Yeah,
and I always just like, this is whack.
Yeah, you get lost. It's just.
So Pastor Michael over there, shout out Pastor Michael. He pulls up and, you know, what's up, bro? Like, nobody knows who I am, right? I don't pull up in my shades with my hat on, right?
Oh, you don't put on your shades?
And I don't go, I'm Taco God, you know. I do taco review. Like, I'm just who I am, you know, outside of that when I pull up, you know.
Right.
And, like, they're just really welcoming. They always have smiles on their face. They're always positive. I just feel like it's a good place to go. I do the whole thing, bro.
Really?
My hands, I get my hands going, and then I you know, because at first it's weird, like, you don't know what to do. Like, I'd put my hands in my pocket. I always get a coffee, by the way, like when I'm walking in, and I always make a joke to the girls. I say, "Oh, like my favorite baristas," you know. They're like, "Ah."
Oh, so you're just charming everybody at the church, dude.
And then I say, "I'm making a caramel macchiato over here." Like, and it's the same joke every week. They're probably tired of it, but then, you know, they just really welcoming, you know, and they welcome me in, and I love it, man.
That's awesome, man.
It feels good, and my relationship with God and Jesus is my relationship now. I'm not doing it for anybody else, or it is what it is, you know. I hate it when people say it is what it is. Did I just say that?
Yeah, you did.
For lack of a better term, it is what it is. I don't know. It feels good. I feel closer to God. I feel like he's making good changes in my life. Already I've seen like small miracles.
Really?
Yeah, like just asking for like relief and like weight to be lifted, you know, for like just and every time, you know, I don't just pray and ask for stuff either. Like that sounds good. But it's just like I feel like he's helping me right now.
Like he heard you.
Like he heard me, but then pretty much what I've asked for, or if I've asked for anything, it's immediate.
Did you ask for the Chiefs win?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
That's insignificant.
Okay, good. You're talking about serious stuff.
Yeah, just yeah, you know? And it's like instantaneous, lifted, just gone. Like I mean,
so you believed in God.
I have my doubts.
Oh, you had your doubts. Okay.
Yeah, I just it sounded crazy to me.
It was nuts. And what was your road to Damascus? You know that story?
No.
So Paul is Saul, and then he's traveling. He's persecuting Christians. Not that you're that bad, but he's after Christians, and he's on this road to Damascus. And that's why people say, what's your road to Damascus? And then the Lord touches him right there, knocks him off his horse, blinds him, and then he's converted. Saul turns into Paul, you know, and he's like, that's it. And so people didn't believe him for a little while. They were like, no, this is still Paul, but he was truly converted that day. That was it for him. Was there a point in time where it was just it for you? Like today's the day. Like this is real. I believe it. I'm done.
Yeah, back to kind of like what I originally said. I just thought, why am I denying God? Like that's it. Simply put, like why am I too cool? Why do I think that that this shouldn't apply to me, and I don't believe it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it hit me like I don't know. I felt him like making moves in my life and making me feel comfortable. And when I was uncomfortable, you know, prayer, like I prayed just a few times and it worked. You know what I mean? And so then I'm like, dude, like you're such an idiot. I just was like mad at myself, honestly. Like
why were you mad?
Because I just thought all these years, you know, he never left me, but I was just like, oh, I'm too cool. Oh, I don't get it. Oh, you know, my thing was always, oh, Jonah getting swallowed by the whale. Yeah, that's a cool story. Like I would just shrug, like this is like silly, right? But I don't know, man. Church and going to church and praying, like I feel it for the first time ever.
Wow.
Because it was my own decision too. It wasn't being pushed on me from a teacher or a pastor at my school or anybody else. It was like it was my decision to say, hey, like, you know, let's see what's up with, you know, the Bible and church and God. And then I was just blown away. Like I go to church just like one time and I feel like the whole church is like talking directly to me.
Right.
Like whatever message it was like, boom, like I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is this message today about everything that's happening in my life right now?
It's crazy when that happens, man. It's that's God, because it just, I hear that and I'm just like, and people are like, sometimes people get mad because they're not living right, and so they go and they hear a sermon and they're like, it sounded like he was preaching just at me, man. And it's like, no, it was God. It wasn't the preacher. He didn't know you were coming today.
Yeah, he's just like the messenger.
Yeah. So a long way from our first episode. I think it was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, I was in here cussing like a sailor. I didn't even know this was like a Christian podcast.
I know. I remember.
And I was in here just F this and F that, and you know what I mean. And
the crazy thing about that is you came in and then you were like, "Is this like a Christian podcast. And I said, well, it's faith-based, but I have everybody. And you're like, okay. And then you cussed a lot, but I thought you were cool, man. I thought it was fine. I was like, and me and Camel were laughing because I was like, when he cusses, it's not like, it was weird because when you cussed, it was kind of like, it was just part of who you are. And it just like flowed. Like when
like
people,
an expert cusser.
Yeah, like when people cuss, it's like anger, or it's like, it just, oh, when you cussed, it was just like, okay. And it didn't bother me, and me and Cam were laughing about that. And then after I heard it, then I was like, oh, snap. So then I told my pastor, who loves you too, and he was just like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're just having everybody on. And then I had the dude Kyle on, the big white boy. Kyle comes on and just rips the whole podcast. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, I remember you texted me and you're like, I'm glad I'm not the
finally somebody
outdid me in the cussing here.
Yeah.
And then you came the second time and I noticed like a little chipping away there. God was kind of like chipping away at you a little bit. And it was a great podcast. I think that was one of the best podcasts because it was so honest and vulnerable, and it was like I was seeing like a process, and I could tell like God was working on you. And then when you hit me up and like, yeah, I'm gonna go to church, I thought you were kidding at first, you know what I mean? I was like, okay.
Oh, I do like to prank.
Yeah, that you were just like, hey player, I want to go to church, I need a church. And I'm like, yeah. And then you're like serious, and then I was like, yeah, Benny Perez, let's get you over there to Benny Perez. And, that's a good church. And then my pastor was like, yeah, you should go to Benny Perez's church. That's a great church.
Yeah, and I haven't even been to Benny Perez yet. I mean, he's got the big one, the big church on the other side of town. I just went to the one that was
Satellite
closest.
One, yeah.
And I walked in there and I was like, where is everybody? But I was like, oh, wait, this is me right here. This is what I actually am looking for. Exactly. Yeah, like I don't like all the bells and whistles. I don't need that. Like
I think it was perfect.
Yeah, I could go to church with like 10 people in a park, I think. And you know what I mean, or something. I like that feel.
I think that was God too. I think he led you to that satellite one. You show up and they just embraced you. Yeah. And I think that's what you needed.
Yeah.
Right? That was like
exactly what I needed.
An answered prayer.
If I would have went to the bigger one, I probably wouldn't have went back. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's a good chance because I would have just said, whoa, nobody probably would have said hi to me. I love how Pastor Michael comes over and he gives me a hug and says, what's up? And then he goes and does his thing. Yeah. Like, that's legit. Like, I think everybody, when they go to church, they kind of want that. And it's not possible at the big churches. Right. Like Benny Perez can't run around and give everybody dabs and say what's up and how you doing. Like it was like he doesn't have enough time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I was like, dude, it's in a junior high gymnasium. This is sick. Like this is me right here. Like I feel at home. So now I just feel like as it grows, like I'm one of the OGs. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's already been there. Like.
I've been here when it was 100 people.
You know what I mean?
I think that I tell people that a lot of times. They go to church, they don't like church, or they don't got a good vibe there. I'm like, just find a church. Find one you like. I think that's key. Find one you like and you feel comfortable in. It doesn't have to be a mega church. Some people are fine with the mega churches. Okay, cool.
That's cool too. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure those mega churches save a lot of people, which is cool. Nothing against any of that.
You got Cholo Church, you know what I mean? A lot of people go to Cholo Church. You got the regular, white church, and they have their place. Yeah. And I tell people, find the one that's for you. Just go. And
I wonder if there's one out there for like foodies and influencers.
Foodie church. They got a bunch of food after service, But you got to come visit our church one of these days, man.
Oh, I would love to. I want to get baptized soon.
Let's do it.
Would you do it?
Let's go.
Oh, you can do it?
Oh, yeah, I could do it.
You're certified for that?
I'm certified. I'm official. You come to our church, I already got you.
If I'm going to get baptized, I'll get baptized by you.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'll come down.
I would be honored to do that, man.
Yeah, because you're the first person that I looked up to that was a believer.
dude.
Really, I don't.
That makes me feel good, dude.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, think about your podcast. If your podcast saved one person, then you did your job.
And I'll be honest with you, probably the last person I thought would come to the Lord. I'm not saying it in a bad thing, but like you said, too cool. You know, had some good things going on for yourself. I was like, I didn't believe that God couldn't save you. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, I was like, this is going to take a little time. If you know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a miracle for the Lord to really touch his heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Stubborn.
I would love to baptize. And my pastor loves you. We got a couple of guys that follow you in the church. They just like, yeah, this guy has a cool job. You know, they think you're just the greatest. So my pastor always says,
Pastor Adam,
he always says that, is there fruit? Is there fruit? That's what he says. And what that means basically is like, is what you're doing producing something good, right? Like, is it producing something good? That's why they support the podcast. And he's like, no, there's fruit in that podcast. Like, this happened.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. You know, we, I don't know. I told you about them. We had, just a lot of different things where good things happen, where things were growing, where things came out of the podcast, where like you just put it together, and it's not that I'm doing, it's just I'm just being a tool, a vessel from the Lord, but things happen, and definitely you're one of them. It just, the connection's there.
Yeah.
So
I feel like gosh. Like I trust you. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't. I've seen just weird. I think Christianity has some people that are over the top. I'm not even here to say that I'm a perfect Christian. I'm a work in progress. I got a long way to go, obviously. But I've seen enough through this podcast and in my life and through going to Church LV that I know that God is real, and I know that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. You know what I mean? Like I believe. There's no turning back now. And now I find myself defending him. So think about, like, you were probably preaching to me a little bit, maybe earlier on. If it wasn't you, it was somebody else. But I would just be like, yeah, you know, like I would literally, like, you know, and now when I tell people, yeah, like I believe Jesus died on the cross for our sins and I'm a believer of God, and they say something, then I get like, not crazy. I'm not going to say I get crazy, but I get like, I start defending them.
because it's personal now.
Yeah.
You know,
they're like, oh, I believe in like the universe and the stars and the atmosphere and all. And I'm all, that's well, that's
Time
cool.
out.
No, but I go, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not here to judge
Right.
what you believe in, but don't act like I'm crazy over here. Like, you better respect what I believe in.
right?
Don't try to shoot my stuff down. You know what I mean?
What
Now I got to defend. You know,
I know. What a crazy journey.
You got to defend now. You know what I mean?
What a crazy journey, man.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's not an overnight thing. It's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of work, and I got to go to a lot of church. I should have been a Bible scholar. I missed the mark on that. I would have been a good pastor.
You still have time.
No, it's too late,
No, it's not.
bro. I'm 46.
It's
I'm
okay.
done. I'm tired, bro. But it's
Well, I think God uses you in the capacity and in the way that He chooses, and wherever you're at, right? Wherever
Yeah.
you're at right now. Just, you know, that's it. I always believe that. I tell people sometimes we think we have to be this level or be a pastor or a preacher or somebody, some sort of influencer. And no, it's in the little conversations you have with somebody that you're defending your faith with, that you're hanging out with or grabbing a taco with, whatever. You know what I mean? Those are the interactions that matter the most. Mind your conversation off the podcast. Those interactions, those are the things that matter the most. So I think that's when you really, whether you categorized as a preacher, pastor, whatever, that's where you really make an impact in somebody's life.
I wanted to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Elevate Ministries. Elevate Ministries is an authentic, passionate, and innovative church in the heart of Orange County, California. They strive to make their services welcoming and encouraging by intentionally engaging you in all senses to stimulate a spiritual hunger. If you're looking for a great church that's on a mission to change the world one person at a time, I encourage you to check them out at www.elevateministries.com and on Instagram at Elevate Ministries.
You never know where it's going to go.
Not to get off topic, but when I pranked you, you didn't believe the prank?
Oh. Sounds weak, dude.
I thought it was incredible.
That was so weak.
I told Dave that the church he sent me to made me take my clothes off.
I was like, what church did you go to? That's not the church I sent you to. I was like,
and then I said I did take my clothes off, and then it got weird.
Dude, I was like, because when you said that, I was like, what? And then I go, what church did you go to? Because I'm thinking, well, he is in Vegas. Who knows what they're doing out there as far as church goes, right? And I'm like, you went to the wrong church.
And they say they started whistling at me and talking about serpents or something.
Serpents. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh my God. That was fun. But yeah, dude, thank you for recommending that church. I mean, I would have just probably picked the one down my street, and it might have been weird. Maybe they would have made me take my clothes off. You know what I mean? And I ended up at a decent church that I like, and I feel comfortable going there.
Glad. Shout out Church LV, man.
Church LV, Pastor Michael. They don't even know. They're going to know.
You're going to know now.
Probably.
Right. But yeah, man. So, new life, new journey, and then new reviewer. Now you're going everywhere. You said it a little bit earlier, so now you're going to go and you're going to do a little bit of everything.
I just think Las Vegas is the foodie capital of the world.
Yeah, there's so many different things you could try.
And I was pigeonholing myself into tacos. I'm always going to do tacos, but why not expand and try some other fun stuff?
I would love to see it, man.
Yeah.
Donuts. The donut god. Bro.
It's always going to be Taco God. But Taco God will do donuts and he'll do
cheeseburgers.
I did a cheeseburger at Tam's.
Fire.
By the way, a lot of people don't know about Tam's, and I'm like, what? Have you been living under a rock?
Oh, because it's a hood thing.
But there's 30 locations.
I know.
There's 2 here in Riverside. I did 2 in Riverside today.
I think because all of them are not the same.
But yeah, there's different ownership.
Yeah, it's like gyms or Tom's, right?
Yeah,
I mean, but I think out of all those locations, out of all those different types of, and it's a SoCal thing too, right? It's a SoCal thing.
Yeah, I think it's more of an LA.
Yeah, you go to other places, they're like they come here and they're like, cheeseburger special, take me to the spot. Like they're Chingo Bling's like, we got to get to this hamburger special places. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then my friends, they moved to like Seattle. The first thing he's coming down here, he's going to Tommy's or he's going to a place like that. So it is a LA SoCal vibe, but Tam's is good.
The burgers are nice.
Burgers, chili cheese fries.
Yeah, I had it all today. All of it.
They were hooking me up with everything.
I've got Tam's right. There's Tim's right here. You guys can't see it on camera, but it's
done.
It's all the way up to my neck, and I'm just like, oh my God, like food coma, But
I love Tam's.
I did a Tam's review today for Tam's, and then you guys got to try this. Mariscos Los Peloteros.
Where was that at? The Riv?
Riv.
I have to try it.
It's off of Galena. You got to follow them on Instagram, but they have the best fish tacos. They're different.
Really?
Unlike I've ever had. Crispy shrimp tacos. They put like carrots and cabbage, and there's tartar sauce on there.
Whoa.
which is really different. And the tortilla is handmade. Like, it's a fresh tortilla, and it's orange for some reason. I don't know why it's orange. Whatever it is really good. And then he does sushi, too, so got to pull up on him.
I'm going to have to try it.
Oh, you have to. Do you still go to Pio Pico's?
I haven't been there in a minute, but yeah. I mean, so yeah,
close by.
The dude was cool.
George.
George is cool, man. Every time I roll up, he goes, "What's up, man?"
Yeah,
and I go, "What's up, man? How you doing?" Good. And then he hooks me up every time, bro. Like every time we went, and there's been times when we put a good little order in there.
Yeah,
and $15, $20. I'm like, bro, I get a little embarrassed because I'm like, dude, you don't have to do this like every time. Like, and he's just like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, good little spot. I'm glad they're hanging in there.
Yeah.
A lot of places went under with the pandemic and different things. But, yeah, this dude he's doing good.
Restaurant business is just really, really tough.
Yeah.
If you want to sign up for something difficult, then open up a restaurant or a food truck. It's 24/7.
Yeah.
And you're people think they're going to open up a restaurant and just be an owner and sit at home while everybody else handles everything else. No, you're hands on the whole time, all day.
Yeah.
And so shout out to all those trucks and restaurants that are grinding it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do really well. You just have to work really, really hard. It's not easy.
Have you watched the Bear?
No.
Oh, there's a show called The Bear on FX, and it's about a restaurant and how they revamp it. It's a family restaurant, been in there for years. The brother that was running it dies, and then his other brother is like a real big time chef.
Yeah.
And he leaves his job to come back and take over that, and they take it from there.
They fix everything.
Yeah, but it's
a feel good story.
Well, the struggles he has to go
hard,
through,
bro.
and everything. It's wild. Everything's wild.
That is a tough business.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, man, that. I told my cousin he works in the restaurant biz, and I said, is it legit, that show? He's like, it's close. He goes, a lot of extra drama they throw in there, but it's a hard business.
Yeah, they got to throw a couple curveballs in there to make it a show, or it would just be boring.
Right. There's nothing unnecessary. Like there's not. It's nothing too crazy. When you're watching a show sometimes, and then it's like, all of a sudden there's like just off the wall stuff, and you're like, why do they have to put that in there? It doesn't even make sense.
It's like, oh my God, and the camera shakes, and then it goes to commercial. Wait! Fire! Yeah. And then it comes back from commercial, and it's just like, a little, or something. Just what I mean.
Some of it's just like, come on.
Yeah, they gotta make.
But it's a really clean cut show. I mean, it's a good show. I like that show, The Bear. Second season, I think already. Third season, maybe.
Yeah.
So good show. But let's talk about a team that we have in common here.
The Lakers.
Lakers, bro. What?
The NBA is ruined. It died with Kobe. I could
feel
care
the same
less
way.
about basketball. I don't watch it. I don't care if the Lakers win or lose. I haven't watched a Laker game since last year, the playoff. I mean, I don't care.
It's not. Nobody cares. Did you see the
no
All-Star
defense.
game? Yeah. Did you see the All-Star game?
No.
211
yeah.
to 185.
Isn't it like? I think those are every year. It's like that.
That was the worst one. Though.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the score and I was like, I already know what this is about.
I feel like the NBA is more and more like an all-star game. Nobody plays defense.
No.
And nobody's. It's just weak.
Yeah.
There's nobody that really cares.
Yeah.
They're just kind of going through the motions, collecting checks, trying to
Everybody's
stay healthy.
Everybody's friends.
Yeah.
There's no rivalry.
No.
There's not.
What's the rivalry? There is
Nothing.
no rival. It used to be rival, like teams hated each other,
Right.
And then they would see each other in the playoffs, and there was blood shed on the court. And Kobe, there's something that just came out on Netflix about Kobe. It's Redeem Team.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's old.
Yeah, it's a little older, but
maybe like no, not that old. Maybe like 2 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too old.
But there's like that snippet where he's like, the first play of the game, I'm going to run through Powell's chest. And that's his teammate.
Yeah.
And Kobe comes out. He runs around the screen. And Powell's there or something. And he just lays Pau Gasol out. And LeBron and D-Wade. And they're just
Carmelo,
like,
all
whoa.
those guys were like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah. Because he wanted to win so bad. That was Kobe. So when we talk about Kobe, there's no higher competitor in my mind that ever played. Jordan, Kobe,
Right there.
just would scratch and claw and fight to the death.
Yeah.
There's nobody like that in the NBA.
No.
Not one.
No.
Well, I don't know if we'll ever see one again.
Taking games off, right? All these players. I'm gonna. What do they call it? Just time management or whatever.
Emotional
Game management.
emotional damage.
I mean, AD's like notorious for that.
Yeah,
right.
it's
What do they call?
always
What's his
something.
nickname?
I don't know.
I think they call him street clothes because he's always in a street
Oh,
clothes.
really?
Yeah, they call
that
him
makes
street clothes.
sense. Yeah,
But it's, we went to a few games. Got blessed with some tickets, so went to the games. I'm grateful. It's fun. We're sitting, close, and
I saw you guys were in the premieres. I was like,
Oh,
whoa, you got food coming in. Look at
like
this.
some of the family, Laker family was sitting next to us.
Street Gospel Podcast is coming up.
blowing up. You know what I mean?
Dave's in the premieres with his family.
I was trying to get Rob Pelinka on the show, man. Gee, it looks like Mr. Peanut walking around
Rob Pelinka.
Staples, man. But yeah, I think you're right. When Kobe died, the competitiveness, the will to win, it went out the door. These guys collect a check. They're looking past the NBA, and and then when they lose, it doesn't matter no more. They go on vacation, and they don't. It doesn't burn inside of them. You hear Kobe and he lose, and he's like, I got to work hard all summer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't think none of these guys take it to that extent.
They do not
Maybe I got one player. Maybe Jimmy
Who?
Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is
he's still in the league.
yeah. Oh yeah, he played
Jimmy. Oh yeah.
for Miami.
I was thinking of
I think he's
I was thinking of Karan.
Karan. Jeez, that was old, bro.
Jimmy Butler. He was a Chicago Bull. Where's he
Yeah.
at now?
Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
And
He's been there for a while.
and he made his team better. He's not on Kobe's status, but I think his competitiveness is like, I don't like you.
Maybe Draymond.
Draymond's
I mean, I know you don't like him.
Draymond's a clown, though, dude.
But he still fights and he's like angry. And he's still like that. He reminds me of a player from back then, like a Bill Laimbeer, or like a
Robert
Rodman,
Parrish.
Rodman, or
Rodman. I mean, he's that type of guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You need a guy like that on your team.
yeah.
You need a guy. I mean, when the Lakers
when you got soft,
lost the Celtics that first year, and then they got Ron Artest.
yeah,
Ariza went away, and then they got Ron Artest. I go, that's who we needed.
yeah,
So
yeah. When you got
you need a guy like
Curry's soft, Clay is soft. You got to have like an enforcer guy to make sure
Yeah.
that those guys don't get beat up out on the court. I don't know.
yeah,
I can't stand the NBA.
yeah. The NBA is kind of. But what about the NFL, dude? Is it scripted? I know you want to say
Gosh,
it's weird. I don't want to believe that it's scripted.
I don't.
But I'll tell you this.
It's a great question.
Okay, so I do believe, and this is not the reason why they lose, but the Raiders for like 15 years have the most penalties. I wouldn't say 15 years, but it's a long time. The most penalties in the NFL every year, and there was times when we got straight up burnt, and I always thought like, well, this is what we get because Al Davis was trying to sue the NFL multiple times.
Yeah.
They moved multiple times. Obviously, they don't. They're not giving up the franchise either. Nothing they try to do ever works out. Tom Brady tried to buy into the team. They're like, nope, we ain't doing that either. And so I always feel I was surprised they got the stadium, in Vegas. I was surprised that went through.
That was the smartest thing they ever did.
Yeah, that. But I always think like there's some times where I'm like, man, there's some bad calls out there, and it seems like it does seem like, man, somebody has their hand in the cookie jar a little bit. I don't think it affects the outcome every time, but there have been some times where I think like, yeah, something's wrong here.
Art Shell used to tell everybody, like, go out and beat somebody up, you know? I mean, like, that was, like, his coaching. Like, I was just looking at it the other day. It's kind of like the Raiders thing. Like, the coaches are like, you know, even Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He was just on a podcast talking about how he says, like, dude, just, like go kill Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like their MO, bro. Like, go out and smack somebody in the mouth. There's nothing wrong with it. It's football. But it's like, those also are penalties.
I know.
There's nothing, you know, and then people want to say that, like, Patrick Mahomes gets all these calls and it's this and that. I remember when Tom Brady got every call. I had to deal with that. You know when he...
So do I.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, well, yeah, the Raiders, we all had to deal with that.
That was a fumble.
So I think there is something to them, like, crowning. I think they've crowned Patrick Mahomes the new face of the NFL, the best quarterback in the NFL. Yeah. And, like, he gets maybe a little bit of special treatment.
Stars always do, though.
They always do.
No matter what sport it is. I get it.
It just is what I mean. I don't know. The Chiefs and I are, things have gotten so out of hand with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, dude. Yeah.
I look at you like a Swiftie.
I am.
You know what I mean?
I am.
I know you are.
I am a Swiftie.
I could tell.
I love Taylor Swift.
It's a white thing, dude. It's a totally white thing, dude. I know.
I
head back to Vegas today. You're going to be listening to Swift, at least to Barstow.
Dude, I'm flying to Australia straight from the Street Gospel Podcast Studios to go to Taylor Swift. But you know what's interesting about Taylor Swift is that I couldn't tell you anything about Taylor Swift. And I couldn't name one song. But now I hear it everywhere I go. Walking through Aria, it's playing. I go to the mall, it's on. It's on everywhere I go. Her songs are on. Everywhere, dude. And then people get so mad because they show her. And I'm like, that's the NFL.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at her.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even want to be. She gets enough clout and fame. Like, it's not fair.
But she's famous already. So if they show her, you know why they're showing her. It's not like Patrick Mahomes' brother or his wife.
Yeah.
That are like thirsty for attention all the time.
Yeah.
Right, Melissa?
I don't even know who Jackson Mahomes was until everybody started griping about him. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's kind of annoying. And then I feel like Brittany Mahomes like latched on to Taylor, and now she's like this cheerleader out there. And I don't remember ever seeing her jump up and down or cheer for Patty, like ever. And now I see her all the time jumping up and down next to Taylor. I'm like, where did this? They never showed her before doing any of that. That's like new.
Okay, and then the way Kelce started dressing now too.
Oh, he's been doing that.
He's
been doing that.
He's not cool like Max.
No, he's been looking fresh for a long time.
I wouldn't call it fresh.
No, he's been looking dope. Man, he's got like, I don't know, but yeah, he dresses like, you know, he does that thing that the other guys do.
I don't think he pulls it off though. He looks a little awkward. It looks like, you know, like he's trying a little hard. When Max comes out like that, I'm like, hey, this is the white boy right here. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not being biased because he's a Raider fan. I mean, because I'm a Raider fan.
Are you talking about Max Crosby?
Yeah.
I've never even seen. When did they ever show Max Crosby walking into a stadium?
Bro, all the time. Start following the Raiders, bro. What do you mean?
Oh my God.
Ash and Melissa call him a spicy white boy. You know what I mean? They like that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like the white boys with the tattoos,
Carrot
tough
top.
dudes. Not Carrot Top.
Bro, doesn't he have orange hair?
No.
Max Crosby
doesn't have orange hair.
He's a redhead.
No, not that much. Maybe a little bit.
I don't know, man.
You gotta admit Max is a baller.
A beast.
Okay.
He's ridiculous.
And he's a true Raider. That's what I like about him.
I would love to have him on the
Raider.
Kansas City Chiefs.
True Raider.
Just like any Raider would do just about anything to have Patty Mahomes on their team.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The dude is incredible.
It's funny. Like,
He's incredible.
I got to hear about how he sounds like Kermit the Frog all the time, and I just think, wow, you would love to have Kermit the Frog on your team if you could.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll take him.
I know you would.
I'll take him.
And he'd take you right to a Super Bowl. But you know what?
Maybe.
You have Garoppolo.
No, he's gone.
Okay, who do you? Aiden O'Connell.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna get
Even worse,
okay.
bro. You have Aiden O'Connell.
He's like Aiden O'Connell is like Derek Carr's goofy little kid brother.
Bro, he's horrible.
I know he is. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely horrible.
The crazy thing is when we beat you guys, he was bad that day.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
No.
It was your defense.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I don't know why I see Russell Wilson coming to the Raiders next year.
I think they're gonna get Justin Fields.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah, they're gonna get Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is good.
I think that Chicago has moved on from Justin Fields. They got a good pick. We can give up our pick, number 12 or 13, I think. And then, the only other guy I would love to have, of course, you can't have the SC guy.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah. And then, or the LSU kid.
Yeah, I forget
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, you know.
One of those two guys I would take, but if you can't get them, then I'll take Justin Fields.
What about Jamarcus Russell? Would you take him?
Calm down. Already had him.
You know, you could expect Mark Davis to throw some weird curveball. I think that the hiring of Antonio Pierce was smart.
It was.
The fans embrace him.
The team.
He's running around in his 64 rag.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Wearing the black Air Forces.
yeah, he should be the Raiders
Come on,
coach,
bro.
and I think he's a good coach.
I think he's a good coach. Part of coaching is motivation, right? He got the players to play for him.
Yeah, they rallied around him. And,
Is he the most experienced guy? No, but the people they hired around him now for this season,
yeah,
they're all solid people. They've been around. So if you get the motivation from the head coach,
yeah.
the players want to play for him. That's huge.
I was saying Bill Belichick was going to end up somewhere and then bring. Oh, that's crazy.
I heard the Chargers.
Yeah,
I heard the
that.
Chargers.
I heard the Niners.
Really?
And then, and then he was going to bring in Tom Brady at one point because Tom Brady's a 49er fan.
He grew up in the Bay.
Yeah, and then they would bring in because Shanahan blew it, man. Shanahan, you
think the time management there got him? That's what a lot of people said, right?
Well, it was the coin flip in overtime.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh, that's right. They didn't know the rules,
When you're a professional.
and there were new rules.
Head coach in the NFL and you're playing in the Super Bowl, you need to know the rules. Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs were briefed on it every single week in the playoffs. It's called the who's the quarterback for the Bills?
Jim Kelly?
No, the new Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
It's called the Josh Allen rule. So in the playoffs, when you go to OT, at the coin flip, you want to defer. You want the ball second because it's not the same as it is in the regular season. In the regular season, if you win the toss, you want the ball because if you go score a touchdown, the game is over. But in playoffs, you keep playing. So you want to see what the other team does. If they get 0 points, if they get 3, if they get 7, you now know what you need to do to either tie it or win it. It's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Because if you let's say they have to punt, now all you got to do is get down there and get a field goal and you win.
Game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shanahan, and they couldn't believe it. There's audio of like the Chiefs going, they wanted the ball. I can't believe it. I don't know what. They wanted it. And then Bosa walks up to Shanahan and goes, so if they score, or if we score, we keep playing. I didn't know that. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Fred Warner didn't know because he's the one who elected to get the ball.
It's so crazy that, hey, I don't know this rule. You can easily pay somebody to learn the in and out. You can hire an ex-referee that can break it down for you and say, hey, this is how it goes.
Yeah, when they elected to take the ball, the ref was like,
Are you sure?
yeah, honestly, almost.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and Andy Reid was just sitting there waiting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think of 49er fans?
They're tough.
Really?
They're just like Raider fans.
No.
I'm telling you, right?
Whoa. Bro, do not put us in the same category.
I'm telling you right now, it's the same situation.
No.
It's so similar, bro.
Oh, they're annoying.
Oh, and Raider fans are what? Like sweet little angels?
No, I'm not saying we're sweet angels. We're dedicated. But we are not in the same realm.
Bro, you guys are identical twins.
No.
Identical twins.
Oh, man. That's,
like when
this podcast is over. I'm walking
bro,
out.
okay, let me tell you. This is what happened. In the first quarter, I almost got in a fight during the Super Bowl.
Because you're probably with drunk people.
I was at a bar.
See?
But I was minding my own business, cheering for my team. That's what I do.
Wait, no. You don't mind your own business, player.
I mind my own business.
No, I see you as being the guy that'll be rubbing it in.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not, bro.
No, I don't believe you.
Not in a bar scene with people that I don't know. No. It's the I just sit there. That game was super stressful. And I'm just sitting there in the first quarter, minding my own business, cheering my team on. And this guy just turned to me and he's right here. And he just goes, F the Chiefs.
Yeah, see, I'm out.
We're going to get in that, Chiefs getting blah, 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 blah. He just went hammer right here. And then I had to turn and say, like, you got the wrong one, bro. Go talk to
there.
And then he said, I'll bet you $500. And I said, $500? And I started laughing. So I started making people bet. I had friends there that had $50,000 on the game, on the Chiefs. And this guy's going, $500. A guy I don't know off the street. So I made fun of him a little bit. I got in trouble because I guess he was like a little bit of an OG. His friends didn't like the way I was talking to him.
Uh-oh.
And I might have said some things. But that was the first quarter. That was the first Niner interaction that I had. And I was like, whoa, dude, like, why is it like so? I would never do that.
That's Niner fans, dude. They're annoying like that.
And I'm like, whoa. And then, and then we won the game. I didn't say anything to him. I didn't go back. One by one, each one of them came up and apologized. Every single friend, solo. 1, 2. Every time I would go, hey, sorry, bro.
All right.
Bro. Yeah, da-da-da-da.
Just a game. Cool.
Which is weird. I was like, why? When you guys are all together, though, you
Yeah.
guys are crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's Niner people, dude. See?
okay. Let me tell you about my interaction with the Raider fan.
Go ahead.
Right in the middle of Aria. He told me that he hopes Andy Reid dies of a heart attack.
Well, yeah.
He told me that he hoped that Andy Reid died of a heart attack. And I said, what is wrong with you, player?
Well, okay, that was not that bad because I thought you. Wait, hold on. I thought you were gonna say, like, maybe this Raider fan's gonna say, I hope I see Andy Reid walking through the hotel because then I'm gonna shank him. That sounds more like a Raider fan to me.
That's just as dirty.
Yeah, look, okay, I'll be honest with you, and I told you this before.
Do you want Andy Reid to
No,
get
I
stabbed?
don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
I'm just kidding. Bro.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm just saying. There is wild Raider fans. Okay? Let's make a category. Okay?
Yeah.
There's Raider fans like me and my buddies. Like, it's weird that I have a lot of friends that are Raider
Like
fans.
bad, really bad, and worse.
Well, okay, we're reasonable, right? Me, Phil,
Oh,
who else? Josh, who? My brother-in-law Ruben.
Yeah.
My father-in-law. Like, I have a lot of Raider fans around me. I never met a Raider fan I didn't like. But there are some. There's some like us where we're reasonable. We realize, hey, we're not that good. Hopefully we can win 9 games. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll win double digits this year. That would be a miracle.
Or just go to the playoffs.
Or just go to the playoffs, right? I got down to just compete. Can you just compete in the game so we're in the game and it's not over by, the first quarter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're just getting smashed and it looks and interceptions and just penalties, right? So there's Those fans. Those are the guys that I hang around with. Those are my friends. Those are my sensible Raider fans.
Yeah.
But I will admit, there's the guys that are in between.
Yeah.
Those guys are kind of like, oh yeah, bro. They're the big talker. They say, I think we could win 12 games. I'm like, slow down, right? And they're hoping. Yeah. I hope, man. But man, Raiders, right? And then there's the crazy ones that just yell in your face, Raiders, all day. And I'm, okay, cool. And just get belligerent, want to fight everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of memes. There's a lot of videos. And every time the guy that wants to fight is wearing what? A Raider jersey.
Yeah.
So there's those guys.
Those dirty Raider fans.
I don't know. But I have to admit, I love all three.
Yeah.
I love all three.
It's passionate.
Melissa's a Raider fan. You want me to bust out when I first started liking her? She was wearing a Raider jacket, bro.
Yeah.
Boom.
See, that's a red flag for me.
No, it's not, bro.
I start running the other way.
No, it's not. You got to get you a Raider lady, bro. She'll have your back.
I don't know.
She'll have your back, bro. The Chiefs. If you get a Chiefs fan girl, she's gonna be doing TikTok videos all the time, bro. You're not into that. You're older now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't be doing the little.
Well, if I get a Chiefs girl, she's probably not going to have all her teeth, and she smokes a pack a day. See, there's everything, There's idiot Chiefs fans. There's dumb.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm glad you admit that.
I hear from the Raider fans the most because of my.
You hear probably from Little Steve, and that's it.
No. Oh, no. Dude, I have to hear the Bills are going to smash you guys from every Raider fan. Then we beat the Bills. Then I have to hear from Baltimore is going to cry. These are all DMs. I have it. It's just like, you got Raiders. I just think, dude, anything short these days of my Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, I get clowned.
You're going to get, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I have to win. I have to win the Super Bowl now. So, I like Raider fans right now. You know why? Because they're quiet. Because there's nothing left to say. We just won the Super Bowl in your backyard. We won our fourth. Okay, you guys have three. We had three.
That one hurt.
Now we have four. We won it in Allegiant. There's not a whole lot a Raider fan can say. I know they will. Okay, I already know.
Let's go ahead and transfer to the Furious Five now.
But yeah, it's football is fun.
It was tough.
Football is fun to me. It's meant to be fun. I don't know why I like to attack you sometimes. I don't know what it is. Something about you. I just like to call you. I just like to attack you.
You know what? I had a few 49er fans at my church, man. Right?
Yeah.
And they know I'm sold out Raider fan. I don't rub it into nobody though. This is the thing.
No, you don't.
If my squad wins, I take my W and I go home. Right? Yeah. I might post it, a little excited, good win. If they lose, what I post too.
Yeah, you're at the podium.
I'm at the podium and I'm crying.
That's
right?
pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah,
I like.
So that's my wins and my losses, right? So I don't bag on nobody's team.
That's the way to be.
I don't rub it in. I don't text my friends that are for the Chargers and say you know what I mean? I don't do that. I'm just like I just take my W and go home. So go to church. There's a ton of 49er fans. Like, if I knew that there was that many 49ers fans, I don't know if I would have went to that church.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Thankfully, my pastor's a Browns fan, so it's not that bad.
They told you guys, so they let you wear your jersey the day of the Super Bowl?
Well, they don't let me. I do it. Yeah.
My church was like, everybody wear their jerseys. And I'm like,
yeah,
I ain't going to church.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
We do that, too. I mean, we wear it. My pastor's a Browns fan. His son's a Browns fan.
That's tough.
That's tough too. He knows how it goes, right?
That's really tough.
So
good luck with that, buddy.
49ers.
I'm just kidding.
49er fans see me. They're all decked out. They're all excited, fired up. Before church, after church. They're. Hey, you can come over to my house and if you and hang out with some winners. I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know.
Hey,
man.
bro, we're going to win it for you guys at your stadium. Da, 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 da. And I'm like,
I don't know.
Dude, I was ready to snap because I was just like, bro, like, chill. Like, You guys are in the Super Bowl. You don't have to tell me nothing. We didn't even make the playoffs for the umpteenth time. I get it, but I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So
Now, if you're playing us, that's different.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
If you're playing us, then okay.
Yeah,
Then I'll jab back and forth with you.
All for 2 weeks. It was, what do you think's going to happen? It was always Niner fans trolling me now, you know, which is weird because Niner fans don't troll me during the regular season. There's no reason to. We don't play each other, and it's just two NFC, AFC. All of a sudden, it was all the Niners fans banging on me in the comments and in my DMs, you know, and I'm like, what do you think's going to happen, you know? I was like, I think it's going to be a really, really close game, and I can't call it. That's what I said and I believed that.
Right.
Because I know enough about football that I didn't know what was going to happen in that game. I couldn't say, you know, it would have been really weird. I couldn't imagine myself saying, oh, the Chiefs are going to smash the Niners. Oh, yeah, we're good. Like, that's not realistic. To me, when you start saying that stuff, that tells me that you have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not a real fan.
No.
You're just talking crazy.
You're just acting crazy.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. You think you're just going to roll up Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and our defense is sick and, you know, like we have our defense is really good, bro.
They know how to win.
Yeah. We got a running back, Isaiah Pacheco. You know, we've got all the tools. Yeah. You know, Rashid Rice stepped up for us. So it's like, how can you say? And then I would look at the Niners and go, they're stacked. My whole family asks me every year, who's going to win the Super Bowl at Thanksgiving? And I tell them, and I'm almost always right. And I said, the San Francisco 49ers. And my nephew was like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I didn't think they would be playing the Chiefs.
They were stacked.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, it was a trip.
And Debo,
they're a good team.
They're a good team.
They just the coach needs to open up the handbook, player, and maybe study a little bit.
Maybe hire somebody to do that for you.
Yeah, something. just know the rules when you go to OT. You know, I know it's rare that would happen, but you should know exactly what to do when you get there, and you did it.
So, what did you think of the Kobe statue?
That's a great question. I was surprised at the choice.
I know why Kobe picked it.
And then I found out that Kobe picked it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well.
Makes sense, right?
Okay.
Number one, that's the way Kobe was, though. He wants everybody to know that he's number one.
I wanted it to be like the you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a lot of them, right?
You know, there was this one, and there was
the championship one. He's standing on the scoring table.
There's like 4 I thought would have been really good choices. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that one, but it's what Kobe wanted, so it's cool.
I thought it came out okay. I got to go see it. I think his neck looks too long on the statue.
A little long in the neck.
Yeah, it looks a little long. It looks a little long. It looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just that's the only part I thought it was kind of like he looked like it was a little drawn out there on the neck.
Did you ever see the prank they did on David Beckham? No. Where they made a statue for him and it was just all messed up and they unveiled it and he was like, "What is this? Like it doesn't even look like me." Like,
but no, they really did that to that other soccer player, Ronaldo.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, the Ronaldo one. So they made it and they unveiled and it was for real, and it was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, real? Oh, it wasn't a prank?
No.
Oh, and
he was looking all goofy and everything. and then I gotta show you, dude. And then he looked all goofy and everything. And then they redid it because it was ridiculous.
That's funny. And talk about like a prima donna. Is there anybody worse than Ronaldo?
Nah.
He just thinks he's like Mr. GQ model.
Right here, look at this.
I don't know if it's that bad.
Yeah, that was goofy. Look at him. He hated that thing.
Oh, he was mad, huh?
He hated that thing.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think. They're going to unveil another one for Kobe, right?
Is there 3 or so? I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's at least 2.
I'm so far removed from the Lakers. I hate to say it.
It's
not on my radar.
Yeah, no. I don't watch it. I watch a little bit of college basketball.
but I don't watch the pros.
Yeah, March Madness is coming up.
Yeah. It's going to be big in Vegas.
There's always something going on in Vegas.
Right?
I was in a room with Travis Scott, Dana White,
Dana White,
Tom Brady, Charles Barkley, Frank and Lorenzo Fertitta. I couldn't even believe where I was, dude. That was
I saw your picture with Dana.
Yeah. Well, to me, that's the pinnacle.
Right.
And Dana White is the coolest guy you could ever meet.
He seems cool. I would he's never going to do a podcast again, but I would love to have him. But he seems like if you meet him, he would be cool. If you're cool, he's cool.
He looks you directly in the eye. He listens. He had to listen to me. I had to tell him everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then shake his hand. He shook my hand. It was so good. Like, if you look at the picture of him, he's happy.
Yeah.
It's sincere.
Yeah, he's not like you're bugging me to hurry up and get this done. Yeah.
And I had to move people out of the way. I was like, dude, I went through suit. There was some guys. You got a visitor over
Buddy's
there.
Over here.
Taco Dog.
Taco Dog's in the house.
There he is. He's like, I love that dog. Like
I don't know why he likes me. All the dogs like me,
because it's like a cat. When cats know you don't like them, they rub up against your leg and they like come around you. But Dana White was one of the coolest people that I've ever met, and it was sincere. And I was like, wow, it was more than I ever expected, because I always wanted to meet Dana White.
Yeah,
that was just unbelievable.
I like Dana White. I think he's a cool dude. I think he's made a lot of great moves. He paid the cost though too, because UFC wasn't the UFC when he got involved.
No,
they came a long way, and
the Fertittas took over and
made all the right moves.
Put him in charge, and
he doesn't care what anybody thinks.
No, I got a lot of flack for posting that picture of him and I. Yeah,
why?
Trumper, you know,
brother.
And I'm like, you know me, I'm like apolitical. I can't stand politics. I just see the divide, and I just think it's so sick. The news is disgusting. All politicians are just rats.
Talk about something I never watched. That's the news.
It's the worst. Don't watch the news.
No, it's garbage.
I know my dad watches a lot of news. I'm just like, dude, man, I hate to put him on blast like that. Maybe you saw this, Dad, but stop watching the news, player. It's just so sick.
Yeah.
It's controlled by DC and all those.
Right.
And they
manipulate everything.
They push fear. They just want to scare everybody so they tune in tomorrow to see what they need to be afraid of.
Right.
And it's just sick. I just think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And social media has allowed people to share their real experiences in Israel and Gaza. And then I just say, whoa, man, everyone's losing here.
Yeah.
Everyone's a loser. Russians, Ukrainians. I just feel like it's like the military-industrial complex. Without getting too far into it, I feel like politicians have been sending our kids to war and overseas, and some was like warranted and some was not. And I think a lot of it is just money. And I think the money makes a U-turn and comes right back into people's pockets here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's
crazy.
I think it's just bad, bro. All bad.
Yeah. The money's the root of all evil.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what twists people and gets people do crazy things.
Like, we're always involved in something. Except when Trump was president, we were never involved in any war. There was no major conflicts.
You know, I know people can't stand him, but I think there's a lot of people that realize, like,
people will call me a Trumper just because I said that.
Oh, I know.
Even though that's
a fact.
That's just I'm not saying I'm either way. I'm saying,
yeah,
while Trump was in office,
right,
there was no war anywhere.
I think a lot of people, you know, we've gotten political on this show, not with you, and I take it wherever anybody wants to take it, right? If that's not their thing, I'm not going to take it their thing. But I've had guys on here that's what they do. So let's talk about it. But I just tell people, like, there's only a few things you really want in life. Most people just want to be left alone, make money, pay less taxes, and feel safe.
Yeah.
And worship their God.
Right.
That's pretty much it. If you get those things,
we're good.
We're good. And I think those things in the last few years have went away.
taken away.
Me as a Christian, I feel like there's been times where they have come against us.
You weren't allowed to go to church, right?
Right.
They closed them down.
Things like that, taxes. California, right? Where's the money going? It just rained for like 2 weeks straight, and all the water just goes to the ocean, and then they tell you got to, reserve water and stuff at your house.
Yeah.
Or else we're going to charge you more, or we'll fine you.
I know.
And I'm like,
your gas bills went up. Double, triple?
Yeah, it's
everything. Gasoline. Your.
So then you're like, then money's being spent everywhere else. On everybody else, not
Seems
here,
like
and then you do feel unsafe.
Maybe with the money that we sent to Ukraine, we could have cured homelessness in the whole United States. Maybe, I don't know,
bro. There's so much money that is gone,
and you can't account for it. That's why they send it there. If they said we're going to allocate $50 billion towards homelessness, we would be able to see the result or not if the money's actually being allocated to that.
Yeah.
So they send it to, in my opinion, I'm probably going to get in trouble for all this. In my opinion, they send it all to Ukraine. And I mean, I've heard Ukrainian soldiers talking about how they need to buy their own vehicles and bullets.
Well, you too.
I'm like, what?
You too went over there and did a concert. So how bad was it? You know what I mean? I'm like, do I want to help people? Yeah, but if your home base is not strong, you can't really help nobody.
Yeah.
You build your home base, you make it strong, and then we can help out.
Yeah, we might be vulnerable right now.
Oh, we're very vulnerable.
We're out of money.
I don't know
we owe
the president's
China.
not there.
Yeah, the president.
You know what I mean? He's just gone.
Yeah.
His dog bites everybody. You heard that, right? He has a crazy dog that lives biting the Secret Service. Like, bro.
What's the dog's name? General or something?
I don't know, dude.
He's like, it's
bad.
Oh,
It's bad.
The leader of Mexico. He was talking about the guy from Egypt.
Oh yeah, man.
And he doesn't know where he's going. It's bad, bro.
It's sad, bro. I mean, that I pray for our country.
Pray for our country, dude.
Right? That's, to me, God is the only one that's going to solve these issues in our country. That's it.
The only one.
If more people come to Christ, then it will change the heart of man in this country, and it will get better. But the heart of man is waxing cold here, and it's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse,
and it's sad. It's really sad. I mean, but we got hope. We got hope, and it's Jesus. That's it.
Yeah, I don't worry about too much anymore.
Yeah, you don't seem like a guy that worries about a lot of things.
What are you gonna do worrying?
Yeah.
What is that? World War III and this and that. Like, that's out of our control, dude.
It's not gonna add any.
Me sitting here stressing over it. You sitting here stressing over it. That's not gonna help.
No.
So if it happens, it happens. I'm good.
There you go. Chernobyl God.
But you know what I mean? I can't. I got to figure it out. Got to get up every day and move.
That's right. You're getting older, dude. You know what I mean? So speaking of this, so let's transition to something more fun. So
what happened? How
we got all serious there, right? It went from tacos to World War III quick.
Next up, zombies.
Yeah, Zombie Nation. Here we go.
How we doing on time?
We got a few more minutes.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so Taco God moves to Vegas, and for some reason, he's in great shape.
Physically?
Yeah. He started shedding the pounds, looking slim and trim. What happened, bro?
Well, I hike 3 miles every day. That's where I do my most praying, out in the middle of the desert by myself.
Walking and talking.
Just me and him, me and my dog.
It's like Moses, dude. Out in the desert.
Yeah, I'm out there working little miracles and stuff, No, I'm just, You know what I mean? I'm saving little ground squirrels and stuff that are getting washed
Look at this
away
guy.
right there.
Look at this guy.
No, but I do that. It's tough when it's cold though. I've been slacking. I've been like, there's like my 3 miles, and I've been cutting corners, bro. Like
You're like
I'm just
Melissa. Melissa hates the cold. She's like, we ain't going out there today.
Yeah, like I'm all zipped up, head to toe, beanie, like just freezing. He's cool. He'll go like forever out there, but it's about to start warming up, so I can go up a hill. I have this hill that I like to hike up all the time. You've probably seen it on my stories.
Yeah.
I go up that hill. It's called I don't know, Inspiration Pikes Peak or whatever. But I like going up there. I need to get to the gym, man. I'm the worst shape that I've ever been in right now.
Seriously?
Oh, dude,
The way you feel.
no, like I'm not strong right now. I'm like the weakest I've ever been. But I'm more like I'm gonna get. I'll get going. I got to get back out on the surfboards and Havasu.
Okay.
That takes a lot of like lifting, and I'm moving around a lot more. I need the sun to come back out, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm tired of the rain and the cold and the sleet and the snow.
That's a SoCal guy for you, for sure. The snow, it's like it rains for like 3 days, and we're like, okay, enough.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like water, but I like swimming in the water. I don't like it like
Right.
falling on me from the sky. So if you could
So in
make that
Havasu,
stop.
you got these what foil,
E-foil
e-foil
boards.
boards.
They're made by a company called Lyft. They go like 30, 40 miles an hour. They have a little remote control. It hydroplanes, so it gets out of the water like 3 feet, and you just
Dude, that's it. I'm gonna be
Surf
out there
on 'em.
this summer.
come out, man. You have to.
I'm gonna be out there this summer.
You do that one time, you're just gonna be like, well, okay, how are we gonna do this again?
Yeah.
It's crazy. People that come out on that boat, because I give lessons. Last year I gave lessons to people that have never done it before, kids, adults, everything. So we pick you up in the channel right there by London Bridge. We take you out to Crazy Horse or Thompson Bay, and we give you a little quick lesson, and we let you surf around. And
Right.
for an hour, it's the funnest thing that I've ever done. I'm addicted. Now you got me out there.
I saw you.
I got
bro.
my legs crossed, and I'm sitting on the board like a genie.
praying while you're on the
Literally.
foil board.
Like, it's amazing, man. So yeah, you got to come out.
I'm gonna come out.
You gotta, we'll put you on the board. I'll put one of those big orange life jackets on you, player, with a helmet. And
Yeah, just don't record me, bro, because I'll have my shirt off. You know what I mean? I don't want to make you look bad out there. You know what I mean? You know?
Are you still rolling every night? You're into,
Yeah, man. I went rolling yesterday. Last night I was at the gym.
why?
I feel, it's funny. My boss always tells me that, right? He's like, hey, man, like because I'll be beat up. And then I'm like, hey, I got to go. I'll be a little late this morning. I got to go to the chiropractor. I got to go this. Or I got to go get this treated. And finally he was just like, hey, man, when are you going to stop that? And I was like, man, dude.
You can't. You love it.
I can't. I think one thing is I always had something like, I played hoop for a long time. And then after hoop kind of, I played, and then we got into like paintballing, and we were paintballing. Then we were boogie boarding like every weekend. We were out there through winter, wetsuits, gloves, everything. We're doing that. And then we started doing boxing and kickboxing, me and my buddy, and a couple other guys. Let's do. My friend fought in King of the Cage, so he's showing us, and then jiu-jitsu now. Now I won't kickbox no more because it's just you get your bell rung, then it stays with you a little bit longer when you're older, right? You stay a little fuzzier. So then, but jiu-jitsu, I feel like I can do it longer, and I feel like if I stop, then that'll be it. Like I feel like if I was to stop for like 6 months or a year,
Yeah.
I would be done. My body wouldn't know what to do. And that happened with hoop. I played hoop from like 6th grade till I was like 30-something years old. And then I stopped, and then we started doing jiu-jitsu and other stuff, kickboxing, and I got in better shape. But when I went back to play ball at like my alumni game, it was different movement, right? It was more lateral. You know what I mean? So I'm over here and I was sore as heck, and I was like, I can't play. And there was a dude there, and I asked him, hey, Oak, he was the oldest guy. Like, he was like 4 or 5 years older than me. And I said, man, you still play good. He's like, I never stopped playing. He goes, I still play 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the trick. So I feel like if I stop, then first of all, I don't have nothing to go to. I'll maybe pickleball. You know,
I love
maybe I get into pickleball with you, or I don't know. I don't see anything else that interests me, man.
Yeah,
physically, I don't like to go to the gym and lift weights too much.
I mean, I hate the gym.
I hate it.
This is the problem.
Yeah,
I don't know what I need to do.
I did it for a little while.
I go in there, I look around. This dude's in there, just like sweat. One dude had this like sweaty towel. This towel was covered in sweat, and he was sweating head to toe. And he went on a machine. And he's and I'm like looking at him, and then he like got up from the machine, and there was like sweat all over the machine. And then he took the towel that had all the sweat, and he just like smeared it around. And I'm just, every machine was taken, and I'm like, dude, I don't think I belong here. I should probably just do push-ups at home, throw some little weights around, and
that's what I just did. Like, I just do HIIT stuff now. Little HIIT exercises in the garage. I found this dude online that has all these workouts. I follow the workout, do my workout, get on the treadmill for a little bit. If it's warm, we go for a walk, do jiu-jitsu. That's it. The gym thing, done.
Jiu-jitsu is a nice workout, huh?
It's
just
it's rough.
excruciating.
And sometimes it's bad. The other day,
guys are trying to hurt you too.
The other day, I got submitted.
Yeah.
By something I've never been submitted by. Funk. I had this dude, man.
That's a problem in the gym.
Funk Master Flex. I mean, dude, it was disgusting.
Yeah, that's one of those things too.
Got to be a little respectable.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a code, right?
There is a code.
But like, I don't know. I don't roll. I mean,
it's bad.
I used to, but like a long time ago, and my homie just kicked me so hard in the nuts one time, and I remember just thinking, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, he did this like throw, like he tossed me. Just, I'm like, dude, I don't need this. Why are we doing this? We're rolling around, in the garage, dude. We had like
put on key sweat.
We had like combat like gloves on. Like, this is back in the day, like with jiu-jitsu. I don't know. I love jiu-jitsu. I love all martial arts. I find it so fascinating. But I'm not gonna fight anybody soon. Hopefully,
right? Me neither. I'm looking to avoid that.
That's the one thing. Like, you practice jiu-jitsu, you have to really love it. You might not ever use it.
No, might not ever use it.
Hopefully,
it's cool. I hope.
But if you do, you're gonna choke this. You're gonna choke someone out.
That'll be fun.
I know.
Not gonna lie.
Like, there's all these videos now of like some guy going crazy, and then some dude just like
some wild Casey fan just comes up to me and just starts like, nutty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just get a leg, and then it's just
ankle lock. Heel hook.
Those wild KC fans, man, they're crazy. You gotta watch out for them.
Yeah, they might bite me with their. Oh, they don't have teeth. My bad.
Did you see Marab last week kissing the dude's back?
I missed that.
Oh, it was weird. Marab is a savage.
Yeah, he's a savage, dude. Oh yeah, I did see that. That was with Henry Cejudo.
Yeah,
Cejudo, right?
He's like kissing his back.
I was like, dude. Henry Cejudo should have stayed.
That was a great card, though.
It was pretty.
I love Robert.
Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty good.
Robert Whittaker's fresh.
I thought he lost that fight though.
Nah.
Dude, it was. He was a little beat up.
He was touching that dude's leg up so bad. That leg was compromised, bro.
Costa looked.
It was close.
Good.
It was close.
It was close.
But I thought Whittaker won.
I'm not mad that he won. I thought Costa edged him a little bit.
Yeah, this UFC's in Mexico, so it's all Mexican fighters. Let's see, we got Brandon Moreno. Rojas Jr., I believe.
Yeah, he's on there.
It's
Brian Ortega.
Oh, yeah.
He's fighting tomorrow.
What is it?
T-City.
T-City.
Man,
I love Brian Ortega, bro.
I like him too, but if he loses, what's going to happen?
I don't know.
He's had some bad losses there.
Yeah.
I mean, some tough losses, I should say. Tough losses.
He had the shoulder injury, right?
Yeah.
Where they had to stop his fight.
I'm hoping that his mind's straight. He had his girl for a little bit, but I'm hoping that maybe now he's just focused on fighting, not being a star, and then sticks to his game. He's a great stand-up guy, but
his jiu-jitsu
is impeccable.
Yeah, it's nasty, right?
So I think if he can get a hold of somebody, it'd be fun.
That's going to be a great card.
It's going to be good.
Brandon Moreno's always fun to watch.
Yeah, I love his attitude.
Rojas Jr. is a savage.
That kid.
Brian Ortega's always fun. I hope he does win. I
do
him.
Too.
He's cool, man. He's Cali. I think Wilmington or
Harbor
area.
Harbor area, yeah. The Torrance, T-City.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope, man. So, but it's I think every fight has a Mexican fighter on the card.
Yeah, it's down in Mexico.
Yeah, except for maybe the first one. So I'll be watching it at Durango, at the George.
Catch you at the.
I love it there.
Well, I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, brother. It's always a pleasure. Thank you to Melissa for filling in for Camo.
Yeah.
Camo had a date.
Yeah, man. Camo.
Melissa's she's over this conversation, bro.
No,
she's like,
dude.
Hey, she's probably back there just like, dude, come on, let's wrap this up.
She was laughing. She liked you. That's the only reason why she did it.
Oh, okay, good.
It's Friday night.
Good.
She had to fill in, and she was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Nice.
Then when I
thank
told her
you,
to bring
Melissa.
your dog, where's your dog at, man? Show your dog bring him up here. Where is he at? Where's Buddy Loco?
Get over here. Watch, he's gonna growl. Come here. I'm not trying to hurt you, bro.
Oh. There he is. There he is. Your best friend.
They're gonna say I'm like an animal abuser after what all I did was grab him and he's like, arr. This is my guy right here. That's my roll dog.
So we had to do Furious 5 here, man.
You have one?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions for you.
I thought you said you were unprepared.
Got a couple questions for you right here.
I'll let the dog answer.
Question number 1 for Taco God.
Let's go.
If you had to give up one, Chiefs or Buddy, who would you give up?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Come on, look at him, player. Like, where's the camera? Look at that. Yeah, smile for the camera. This is my guy, bro. Like,
How old is Buddy?
7.
7. He's about your age in dog years.
He started out my daughter's dog, but then my daughter moved, and so now it's just me and the homie
together.
Yeah, man. This guy, he would go 6 miles. He would go 10. I mean, we could walk home to Las Vegas from
He'd be
here,
right by your
and
side.
he'd just keep walking. He doesn't look like it. Look at him.
Question number 2 on the Street Gospel Furious 5. In Las Vegas, worst casino food.
Like a place inside of a casino, or just the casino?
No,
food?
like anywhere inside the casino.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad you asked me this, because I have the answer. I went to a casino. I wanted chicken wings. Okay.
Basic, right? How could you get chicken wings wrong?
I just wanted chicken wings.
Okay.
I like celery sticks every now and then, and some ranch and some blue cheese and some nice wings. So I went to Hooters. I haven't been to Hooters in years, but I remembered that the wings were pretty good. Yes or no?
I've never been to Hooters.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying, player. Come on.
Wow.
You try to set me up on that question right now, player.
Dave doesn't get out much.
That was a trick question, though. Wingstop has great wings. That's all. If that's all I'm going for, okay.
So I go to Hooters, and it was just disgusting, man.
Oof.
It was
The
nothing.
girls
like
are the wings.
I would never say anything bad about any females, but it was really bad food, cold, terrible wings. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Other than that, like, Vegas is littered with this place called Don Tortaco and Roberto's. They're everywhere. They're on every corner, and they're absolute trash.
Hey, where do we go get food at the nachos?
Oh, Nacho Daddy.
Yeah.
Isn't that Guy Fieri's place?
It was weak, dude.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It was
You
weak.
got to go to Javier's for nachos. Period. End of story.
I'm gonna have to try Javier.
Yeah, Javier's.
They're probably like $85, but that's fine.
It's not cheap, but it's what's money when it comes to a good plate of nachos? I mean,
I don't know, man. Not
Oh.
when you can make them yourself. You know what I mean?
well, that's always a preferred.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose from Nacho Daddy and paying a little more for some quality
Okay, I got you.
over there at the
Yeah.
Aria,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go. Next question, please.
Question number 3. Will you ever do a review with no glasses on?
I don't think so. I don't know why. I feel like it's part of the
The Steez are
the Taco God persona. No, I don't know. Probably not. Like you see me, like I roll around with them. I used to roll around with my sunglasses on everywhere. Now I take them off when I'm off camera or whatever. But probably not. Shout out to Black Flies who keeps me obviously laced up with gear and incredible sunglasses. I got a pair of sunglasses for this season that float. So when I fall off my surfboard in Havasu, my Black Flies are just bloop, right there in the water, player. Just pick them up, put them back on. I've lost about 10 pairs of sunglasses last season.
Screw that, man.
By the way, look for me around Havasu. I got a cape and a luchador mask, and I'm gonna be riding through the channel.
I gotta see that, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I gotta see that.
I'm about to make waves in Havasu. I'm going big. If I can put him on there too,
Taco God Libre.
bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna blow that business up big.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I hope it does well.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Are we finally giving up the Mexican lottery bingo stuff that you're doing for a minute there?
You had to go there, huh?
I think you're like, I get it. You know what I mean? It got really popular online for a while. Not just you, but a lot of people were doing it.
Slanging balls.
Yeah. I just think that you're a little bit, you know, your brand is a little bit up here already. You already established it.
I love all my players. I love doing that from time to time. It's gotten a little lengthy, I think, for everybody. So I think it's time to maybe dial it back a little bit.
Right.
You know, maybe do them here and there, not be doing them all the time. So we'll see. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I
like
mean,
the Super Bowl thing. I get it.
they're fun.
I mean,
People like them.
It's cool.
Yeah, I know.
I
what
never
you-
played it though.
I get burned out on,
You know what I mean?
I'm the one that sits there all day.
I do. I jump
I'm
on your
just like,
I jump on
dude.
your lives every now and then.
And there's like one person in there just like, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get a lot more active with different foods. I think that's going to keep me busier. I hope.
I think it is.
Yeah.
You're good. You have a good, what you do now and all your little things that you do within your reviews. I think it's entertaining.
Plus, I don't think God and Jesus love raffles, really. I think
it's borderline, right? It's like
it's gambling.
It's
bad.
It is
But,
borderline.
yeah, you know. we'll
Unless
see.
you pay your tithes off your winnings, then it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Last question.
Oh, no.
Question number 5.
It's always the best for. Is it always the best for last?
No,
On
always.
episode 85 and a half. Oh, this is going to be this is light work?
This is light work.
Okay.
Do the Chiefs have another championship in them?
They got like 4, bro.
4?
Easy.
I don't think they have 4.
Bro.
I don't think they have 4.
Patrick Mahomes is 28 years old.
I don't think they have 4, though.
If Andy Reid is still there for, let's say, another 10 years, which I don't think he can.
Not if that Raider fan sees him. Puts a
I-
curse on him.
Yeah, I know. He's going to cause him to have a heart attack. But I think, they're already talking about him chasing the GOAT. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I could see, at least 2 or 3. So I'm say 4. That's 7. He'll be tied. I don't think he'll pass him. That's a lot. 8.
I don't.
But if he got 7 with the same
I say 2
franchise,
I say 2 if he barring injury,
wow,
right?
yeah,
You know, I mean that's every player's fall. You know,
Yeah.
Kobe, right? He
Yeah.
started getting injured. That was the beginning of the end.
let's talk about the Raiders.
Okay, go ahead. Ask me a question.
Do you think it'll be another 20 years before the Raiders ever win a playoff game?
I hope not, man. I hope we're on the right track. You have to.
That was cold, bro. You know what? I feel bad about what I just said.
No, that's fine.
You know what? I'm really sorry.
It's the truth.
There I go attacking you again.
No, it wasn't an attack. It's the truth.
I felt like an attack, and I'm sorry.
An attack.
This is the new Taco God. This is me. You see the changes.
Jesus is in your heart.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
it is.
I'm apologizing. I shouldn't have said that.
I don't mind. I get it. But so I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it is. I can't change teams though. Like
No, you shouldn't, dude. The Chiefs were horrible for years.
I can't change teams.
I wanted one Super Bowl before I died. I used to have a shirt that said, "Just give me one before I died." It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
you're a little excited there.
That's what he does. But yeah, I had that shirt, and I got 3 now. I can't even believe it. And I got Taylor Swift on my side.
Oh, stop. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see how long that lasts.
People hate Taylor Swift, bro. It's so funny to me. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry I said that. But what was
It's
your
fine.
answer? What was your answer? So my question.
No, I think we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah,
First time that I felt 100% we made a lot of great moves. If we can get a quarterback, and if Josh Jacobs, we re-sign him and he plays like he did before last year,
Yeah.
I think we'll be pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I don't
Two
know.
really important things is a head coach and a quarterback. The most important
Yeah.
things.
You need the quarterback.
You have to have.
We can't have Aiden again.
You have a good coach. You got to get a good quarterback.
You have to.
And then you can start to build.
Yeah.
Until then, if you want to deal with Garoppolo and Aiden O'Connell
that was bad.
and Carr, and I don't know who the QB was before, it's just these guys are like, they're not winners. They're not going to be.
No. And that's what I said about Carr. Great guy, right?
Excellent guy. He's a believer. He's like, you know, he's
solid dude.
He was at Church LV on
Yes.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So I agree. He's a great guy, but I'll tell you this: he's not a winner.
No. Nope.
I don't care what anybody says, and that's what I said for a long time. He's not a winner, and you can't mix the two.
And Garoppolo went to the Super Bowl with the Niners, but then he lost. He's not a winner.
Not a winner. I know that was a bad move too. I didn't,
Yeah, that was never great.
oh,
That was never great. You guys got a ton of talent.
we'll see. We'll see. You know, there's some upside there,
Oh yeah.
but I'm not going to tell you we're going to the Super Bowl. I won't even tell you that we'll win a playoff game. I will be happy with 10 wins. Give me 10 wins and let us compete.
Yeah.
None of this 0-3 losses. None of these, like, we blew it at the end.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. That's just dumb moves. Now, if you get beat, you get beat. I get it. But when you're just playing horribly and penalties and
There'll be
undisciplined ball,
There's going to be a time when the Chiefs are absolute trash and the Raiders are good.
I won't.
It's the cycle. It's how this stuff works, man.
Hopefully, it's this generation. Before World War III
It's probably
starts.
not going to be in my lifetime.
Before
But
World War III starts,
I'm saying
man, please.
eventually, dude, somewhere down the line, okay?
Zombie apocalypse starts. We need to get a W in that playoff. I
Good luck.
appreciate you coming out, man.
Good luck to you and the Raiders, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, man. The Threepeat Street Gospel Podcast. We got Melissa on the 1s and 2s. It's always good to come by, man. Thank you. I hope God continues to bless you and use this platform as a message.
Thank you,
to
man.
bring people closer to God.
Me too, man. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
We out.
Let's go.
Peace.